Yeah. Yeah.
They took it to 10.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards there, first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
On second down, here's Miller. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
58 is Mike. 3 buzz. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All day, just like that.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's coming. 31. 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
58, boys, 58 is Mike. You can't block me. 55. 58.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. On first down, it's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch the screen. 24. Undercrunch. Check.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On play action, we're set. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down, Colts.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Brissett. And he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Alert! Another timeout.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
58, come on, D! 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. Margus Hunt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 59!
58, boys, 58, Mike. Army.
Watson, off play action. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ready!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Get him. Watch 36.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now look at him go. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they know where to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Here's Brissett. Finding room at the 30. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Colts.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play fake. Here's Brissett. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Colts.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Brissett. The 20. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans
Here we go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing on third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him, he still found his guy.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10, 21-yard line.
That's it. Come on, let's go. 58's the money. 58's the money. Who that? Who that?
Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Miller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
We got this.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Fred.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. 18.
58, come on. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 59.
Truck. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Play action now. Brissett escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the shit. Wide. Get wide. Shit. Watch the screen.
Watson on 1st down. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
I'm here all day.
Play fake. Brissett. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action with Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Hines, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rakiasin. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Benardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Brissett now. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I smell fear now. I smell fear now.
3rd down, Carlos Hyde. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, it's Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's another Texans score. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First down, a run with Hyde. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of...
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch 36.
Brissett. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the the 43, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
It's just me and you.
58.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Switch gears. Alert flare, flare. 6 guys.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
The
up.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tighten up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run here with Mack. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We got 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, high. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down there. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards. Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.